Now, if you work with a lot of ductless products, there are some troubleshooting, basically debugging tools that can make your life a little bit easier. And this video is going to evaluate two of those tools. The first one is for single head systems, and this can be ordered through your parts and supply store, and it is part TOL 05147. Now the other tool will be for multi-head systems, and this can be ordered through parts and supply as well. Part number is TOL 05149. Now the two troubleshooting tools are specific to the unit you're working on, and they are not interchangeable. So the 05147 tool is for single head one-to-one systems, and it's going to tie into the same wiring points as an indoor unit would. So N1 and 3 is going to provide that 230 volts of power, and line 2 will deliver the communications. But ensure you remove high voltage power from the system before you connect this tool for system analysis. But once connected and power is reapplied, the tool will provide an option for checking the indoor unit or outdoor unit. And we'll press enter and start with the indoor unit analysis. And in this example, the tool shows that the system is on, it's running in cooling mode, and if I toggle down, I can see the indoor fan motor is running at high speed and a series of temperatures. Now these temperatures are displayed in Celsius, so you are going to have to do a conversion. So when I look at the set point, I can see it's turned down to 17 degrees. Well, that's 17°C, which is about 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And the tool will also show the current indoor temperature and coil temperatures. So this is kind of cool. I can sit by the outdoor unit and see what's happening in my indoor unit for return air temperature as well as coil temperature. Now if I select the outdoor unit, in this example, I just turn the system on. So the compressor starts from an off point, but my mode is cooling. And as I toggle down, I can see the compressor frequency start and increase. So this is the startup cycle, and you can see the compressor frequency increasing as it ramps up speed. So the feedback I receive is live, and it's constantly updating. Now from the outdoor unit, I can see what the current is, what the DC bus voltage is, what the ambient temperature is, my condenser temp, and discharge temperature. So rather than taking my individual thermistors off from the control board and ohming them out and looking at a reference chart, I simply use my debugging tool, and I can see what's going on with each one of the sensors from the indoor unit and the outdoor unit in one location. I can also see the speed request for the outdoor fan motor and the step position of the electronic expansion valve. Now if you watch the Field Tech Help video for the E6 troubleshooting on the ductless units, you saw a series of voltage checks to assist with troubleshooting on communication alerts. But in this example, we cross the phases of the 230 volts between the indoor and the outdoor unit. And in doing this, the interface tool shows that communication fault, and it confirms the conflict with the indoor and outdoor unit. And since both units are reporting an error, and I'll evaluate the potential of the wires being crossed. Now, if my display only showed a communication issue with the indoor unit only, then my focus will be on that number 2 wire and find out why I'm not reaching that indoor unit. Now, if I'm working on multi-head systems, I need a different tool, and it's a different interface. And the TOL 05149 cannot be used on a one-to-one system. Now the one-to-one tool was powered by 230 volts, and this particular tool only requires 5-volt power source. So it has a USB connector for the power source, and I can either hook the other side of that USB into my computer, or use a power supply bank, very similar to what I would carry if I need to recharge my phone. Now the interface tool has 2 COM ports, and we should be plugged into COM port 2. The other side of the harness is going to plug into the outdoor unit control board on a 4-pin connector on that drive. Now all depending on the unit, some drives will have this labeled as CN6, others as COM PC. Now once I have all this connected, I'll press the menu button and I'll see my options. And the two tools are fairly similar, so my options here will be for my indoor or my outdoor units. I'll press confirm to view the desired selection, and in this example, we'll start with that outdoor unit. Now with this tool you can see a lot of data, such as the system mode, the current, and the sensor temperatures like we saw on the single head tool. And as I scroll down the page, I can see if there are any alarms, or if the system is running normally. Now if I press menu again, that main menu icon will populate on the bottom right side of the screen again. And now I can toggle to the indoor section. So when I look at the bottom of the screen, I'll be able to see which indoor unit it's evaluating, and that's going to correlate to the top of the screen. So 1 at the bottom will reference 1 at the top. And the indoor unit information, I can see the mode of operation, the EEV position, and the temperatures of the sensors. Again, very similar to that 1-to-1. Now if I press the down arrow, I'm going to move to the next indoor unit. And here I can see 2 highlighted on the bottom, and it references my indoor unit 2 on the top. So standing at the outdoor unit, not only can I see the outdoor unit performance and temperatures, I can reference one indoor unit at a time. Is it calling for operation? Is it in cooling or heating mode? And what are my temperatures entering that unit as well as my coil temperature? So from one location, I can see a lot of data. And as I continue to press the arrow down, I can see more information. What's happening on indoor unit number 3? And I press it down again to indoor unit 4, and it's blank. So a blank screen tells me that I do not have anything attached to unit 4 or unit 5 from the outdoor unit perspective. Which is perfect in this example, because this outdoor unit is only feeding 3 individual heads. Now this tool also has a help icon, and this is going to provide additional instructions on how to use this tool. So if you work with a lot of our Ameristar ductless style systems, the TOL 05147 for the 1-to-1 and that TOL 05149 on multi-head systems can make your life much easier in the field.